Type 2 hypersensitivity is also known as antibody-mediated reaction. Type 2 hypersensitivity reaction are triggered by antigens found on cell surfaces. They may be self-antigen, that means self-molecule present on the host's own cells and tissues. They may be altered or modified self-antigens. For example, in some patients, penicillin binds to the host cell surface molecule. This results in the formation of new epitope. So it is called as modified self-antigens. So antigens can also be alloantigens. Alloantigens are genetically determined and are present in some individuals of a species but not all. They are non-self antigens from the members of the same species. For example, the Rh blood group. So we all belong to the same species. We all have a blood group, but my blood group and your blood group differs because of the type of antigens we carry or even the Rh antigens we carry. So besides the autoantibodies, that is, here the culprit is your IgG and IgM antibodies. Apart from this, even the complement factors or the complement proteins, phagocytosis, macrophages, neutrophils, eosinophils, natural killer cells can all contribute to hypersensitivity too. So hypersensitivity to reaction results when IgG or IgM antibodies particularly recognize and react with antigens present on the cells or tissue. This further results in the activation of the complement. So, in phagocytosis, the cellular destruction takes place that ultimately results in the inflamed and damaged tissue. Example of such type 2 reactions include blood transfusion, hemolytic disease of the newborn, and drug-induced hypersensitivity. Example, penicillin has been told. So here you can see here, as I said, type 2 hypersensitivity is also known as antibody-mediated cytotoxic cell. This is because if you look at this picture, we have the target cell and it has, this is a surface antigen. So here what is wrong? The autoantibodies, particularly your IgG and your IgM. So they consider our own antigen as a enemy or foreign. So autoantibodies are produced which go and bind to your self antigens. Okay, so now immediately what happens is the circulating NK cells get attracted towards these antibodies. You can see here the target cell which is having the antigen, and then what happens? Our antibody IgG is triggered or it is aggravated, and then it goes and binds to the antigen, or it can be even the modified antigen, for example, if it has been modified by penicillin. So you can see that the antibody here, the green color, it goes and binds to the epitope. So now what happens? The NK cells are circulating, they get the signal, and all those NK cells have the FCR, that is fragment of crystallization receptor. So where is the fragment of crystallization? Fragment of crystallization is present in the stem of the antibody. Okay, this region. So they go and bind to the stem region, that is the Fc region of your IgG antibody with the help of the Fc receptors. So this phenomena is known as antibody dependent cellular cytotoxicity. So here the cytotoxicity is brought about by the NK cell and it is dependent on the antibody. So this entire reaction takes about 5 to 8 hours to develop. So this can also include even the complement. Apart from your autoantibodies, even complement proteins are also involved. So here you can see that when the complement proteins, particularly the classical pathway, what did we tell? In classical pathway, the complement becomes activated only when it binds to the Fc region of your antibody. So now our antibody is bound to our antigen of the host cell. So to this, what happens? The complement factors come and bind, and which is the complement most important is the complement 3b. Once this gets bound to the Fc region of the antibody, it triggers a cascade of reaction from C3 to C9, and which we told it has a membrane attack complex. So membrane attack complex, what happened? All the complements from C3 to C9 are bound to the host tissue. They bore a hole in the host tissue, which results in the swelling of the host tissue, and the tissues die because of the osmotic lysis. The other phenomena is the C3 complement can bind to the antibodies. They opsonize it, that is, they form a coating over the target antigens. So once this coating is formed, your phagocytes, they come, they are attracted towards this and they recognize it as foreign and start engulfing these antigen, that is the host antigen, and bring about the phagocytosis. So this is how here in hypersensitivity to, it is particularly the IgG or the IgM, the complement and the phagocytosis are the main culprits. Okay, so it is antibody dependent cellular cytotoxicity. We shall take one example of hemolytic disease of the newborn and study about it in the next video.